Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Friday night session where I'm coming back on just to finish up my donation that I didn't get to in the first session, and then 3 of my YouTube channel members that I didn't get to. It's part of their benefits that whenever for their free readings, if I don't complete them during the sessions, I come back on to finish those out too. So it'll be about 4 readings. You'll notice there's no chat in this session. I'm not taking any new requests. I'm just jumping on to finish up those other ones to honor the donation, and then also my YouTube channel members. If you're interested in a free reading, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, also on Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Sundays are different, where if I don't get to all of the free readings in this particular session tonight, I didn't get to any of the other free readings. But on Sunday, if I don't, once I go spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members, I come back on, and then I complete out all of the readings for Sunday. So you can try in Saturday morning, Saturday night. Sometimes I do get to several free readings. Depends on how many donations I get and how many of my YouTube channel members are on there. But if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, I have 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month, and Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. So I always make sure on my Friday evening session, my Saturday morning, Saturday night, of course Sunday, I always get to everyone. But the other 3 sessions, I always come back on to complete those. In addition to that, Wednesday nights we have a 2-hour session for all my YouTube channel members. And then on Thursdays, my Praying Mantis level gets an additional 2 hours. And then on Friday and Saturday night, we have an hour or so. And then Sunday as well after the session. So if you're interested, I think there's a link in the description box of the video if you're interested in doing that. Also, I have for personal readings, there's a link in there about all the stuff that I do as well. So if you're interested, you can check it. All right. So I think that is it for all my blah, blah, blah. So let us jump in. So Maria Pan, thank you so much for your donation via Zcash app. And your question, and then just real quick, so Maria Pan is up first, and then we'll have Kelly, and then Sean G, and then Livier. So I only have 4 total readings, so I'll just tell you guys that so you know the order in which they are. All right. So you want to know V's current feelings towards you. All right, let me, I'm going to switch to a different view since I have that ability. And so you can see your cards too. So what are V's current feelings towards you? Let's take a look here. So what are their current feelings? Okay, we got that one and we got that one. Whoops. We also have this one and this one. And then I feel like there's some things below the surface here. There's a couple others here, and then this one all the way below the surface here. All right. So let's take a look here and see. Well, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Swords. King of Swords, they roll over the sword suit with the Queen, but all the kings are given a second portion of swords. So some that can really get in their head. I'm going to put them like this here. But I feel like it's very air signy, where they do more thinking than feeling is what I'm picking up here. And they might just get caught up in their head a lot about things. So, but we'll dig in here with these other cards and see what's going on. But I feel like they do a lot of thinking, and they keep their emotions at bay. But let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so you have the Strength card, Leo energy. There is very much this fiery kind of feel around them. And it's like a lion who doesn't want to be caged in this particular sense. And it's not anything personal. They just have had individuals in their past who would keep them suppressed, trying to keep them and I need intentions. I need to do this. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And da da da. And with them being someone who gets into their head, they don't necessarily have to be an air sign. They could be a Capricorn or a Virgo too. They tend to be big overthinkers and over analyzing. And I feel like they beat themselves up enough already that when other people did, it just really made them feel bad. So they really don't want to be told who they're supposed to be and or talk about intentions and that type of thing. Yeah, because the Ten of Swords, this is they're sick and tired of trying to please everyone. They're not dead. This person's just they were trying to live up to everyone else's expectations. These are small t truths, all those supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's, and they didn't want these two cards kind of came out together like these two, and I just feel like there's this resistance to that. And because of these fears, because they don't want to be disappointing or disappointed, they just really, have that strong resistance. I want to look at these below the surface. Let's see what's below here. Yeah, we got this Hermit energy. Here's Virgo, Virgo energy, and the Eight of Pentacles too. So I do see here with the two of these cards together, I like that they are putting in the work to try to overcome this, to where they don't. They're not. It's not like they're afraid of commitment. They just don't want to have to put it in writing. It's like they would be. It's like the Fool card almost, where they would love an adventure mate and go on adventures and do all this stuff. But if it's like, well, I need to know where we stand in our relationship, it would just suck the life out of the sails for him. And they would rather just be able to have someone that just goes with the flow of where they're going. Not that they want to be like the town whore and sleep all over the place. They want to, they just don't want to have it defined, if that makes sense. Let's see what else they have coming in here. Yeah, more swords. This is the Nightmare and Insomnia card. It's a lot like the Ten of Swords here. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about being alone. You got all these nines. You got the Hermit 9, and then these two nines that came out right next to each other. And this does talk about not necessarily fears of being alone, but I feel like this is where this back and forth with their head is they tend to pull back and retreat into themselves when they have fears activated, right? And I feel like they flee more than they fight. And that's what they learned growing up too. There was something I was talking about earlier, which I feel like they're bringing back up in this session about you can tell when someone has had childhood trauma when they retreat within themselves to figure things out and do things on their own. And because they had to do things on their own when they were younger. And I feel like that's kind of what this is saying here, tendency to hermit and to pull back is there. And I know we're asking about how do they feel about you, but we've been going on and on about what they don't want to go down and all that. But we'll see here. We'll see what's below the surface here. So they do have the Four of Wands, which is the joy, celebration, commitment, marriage card, and the Knight of Wands. So there is attraction, and both of this Wands energy. So, okay, so that's why they were saying, like, we were talking about feelings. They do a lot of thinking, and because of this, I feel like, because I don't feel like they have a ton of self-love. So when your love is like this big, you can only give to others what you have for yourself. So if I love myself this much, this is all I can offer. And with these wands that are in here, I feel like they have reverted to sharing or being shown that someone cares about each other through intimacy, through passion, not so much through emotion. And so it's not that they don't want to give it, it's that they don't have a whole lot to give. And it's almost like if they give you a nickel and you're like, you keep that. I think you need that more than I do, right? So we have that coming in here. And then below the surface on the very bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the Fates wheel that's here, which does tell us that, there are endings and beginnings. The tens, we've got all these tens and these nines. There's a lot of transformation. They are trying to do the work, and I feel like this is saying that they're worth the wait, and they're worth, coming through on that. So hopefully that makes sense. But I feel like they are working through things. They're trying to invest energy in that. Let's see what they have here for your fortune cookie. Yeah, got the warrior spirit here, which says relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as a personal battle, here to master their forceful nature. So I do feel like they are a warrior, like they're not going to give up on this, and they're trying to work through it. So I like that for you. So hopefully that makes sense and resonates there. But that's what they have for you. So thank you again, Maria, for your donation. I appreciate that. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me just put the cards back together here. Now the free readings that will go on here, these will be a little faster. They're usually 1 to 2 cards. So let me just scooch those down yonder. So Kelly, you are up first. So Kelly, you connected with your person's future self, and he was feeling really down the other day. So you sat with him, gave words of encouragement to cheer him up, and you want to know how he's feeling now and if he's okay. All right, let's take a look here. Let's shuffle this up here. So it's so cool. I love how you're accessing that heart energy. So how's he feeling? Well, yeah, 4 of Wands, joy, celebration. So positive energy. So you definitely helped balance their energy here. And is he okay? Yeah, King of Swords. I feel like they're kind of saying here, I just had that card, it came back out here, but there's like this energy of, I tend to overthink. I get in my head and then things look darker, things look a lot worse than they actually are. So I like that because he admits it, and I get it. And thank you for, sending me that energy and pulling it. It's almost like smacking me out of my head. So I stopped doing the thinking, but it was in a loving way, of course. But he seems to be doing a lot better. So I like that. All right. That's what they have for you, Kelly. And then Sean G, you're up. So did what happened to R have anything to do with how he treated you? All right. Let's take a look here. Okay. That one and that one here. So let's see what we have here. We got the Queen of Pentacles coming in here, and then also the Ace of Wands. So this Mother Nature, Mother Nurture is kind of like this energy of doing things to myself, right? And the Ace of Wands shows us the magic wand that we hold. So what, and this is an interesting way to look at this, because it's not like karma is misunderstood from what Spirit has told me in this human world. There's not karmic debt. There's not even like reaping what you're sowing to a great extent. What it is we attract who we are. Whatever energy I focus on is what I draw to me, right? We talk about that all the time, right? So if I focus on lower vibrational action or energy or emotion or whatever, I draw it to me. That's why, some people are like, how come bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people? Well, it's basically saying, if I'm to everyone else, I, look like a good person and meeting all that, what that means to people, whatever it could be. But if I'm focusing on lower vibrational fear, because the sweetest people could be very fearful and they're drawing in all this lower vibrational things, even though they're the sweetest person, but their energy is drawing that in. Same thing. Someone could appear to be cranky and evil and whatever, but they could be living a life of gratitude and be drawing in grateful things. So hopefully that all makes sense. But what I'm feeling here is like what happened to them is their energy, whatever they were focusing on, is what drew it to them. So that's why it's like, well, if how they treated you was the lower vibrational energy that they were putting out, they could have drawn the monster to them, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean G. So many blessings to you. And then Olivier Vagara. Hello, hello. So you want to ask, will you travel first before having your new job? All right, let's take a look here. All right. Well, there's the ending and beginning, the death and the rebirth. Let's take a look here. Will there be travel before this new transition and beginning? Okay, well, they want to give you those too. So let's see here. Opportunities. 6 of Wands is all about, reward and victory. Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity. So it does look like here, and 6 is a very flowy 6 of Wands energy. It's action. So I do feel that that you do, because here's the ending and beginning, but these came out together with this new opportunity. So it is pointing to yes. I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings. I know this one was a short and sweet one, but this is what we have for today. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I'd like to join me then for free readings. Also Sunday at 11 a.m. And on Sundays, I do come back on to finish out all readings at some point during the day. Fridays and Saturdays, I only come back on for donations and my YouTube channel members. And I didn't get to any of the free readings in this evening session. So biggest apologies. Thank you guys for trying and trying. I used to come back on to finish all free readings. But when I got the plague in August, Spirit and I came to an understanding of balance. And they were the ones that were suggesting I balance. It wasn't on this end. I overgive until I get sick, and so they were like, "How about Sundays you do that?" And I'm like, "All right." So that's what I do. So thank you guys for understanding. All right, my dears. Well, I'm off. Many blessings to you. Remember, every second of every day of your lives, you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Cosmic Father and Cosmic Mother of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.